Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to tackle a challenging problem from LeetCode. Specifically, the substring with concatenation of all word problem. We'll be using JavaScript for our solution. And along the way, we'll learn about hash maps, sets, and sliding windows technique. Let's get started. Today, we're going to solve a problem called Substring with Concatenation of All Words from a website called LeetCode.com. Here's the problem. Imagine you have a long string of letters, like a sentence but without any space. You also have a list of words. Your task is to find all the place in the long string where you could split it into exactly those words, with one left over and none repeated. For example, if your string is and your words are foo and bar, you could split the string into words at the beginning and near the end. So, the place where you could split the string are at the beginning and at the ninth character. So the answer is an array with 0 and 9. To solve this problem, we're going to use a few tools. 1. Hash map. This is like a box where you can store things and each thing has a unique name. You can quickly check if a certain name things is in the box, and if so, how many you have. 2. Set. This is also like a box where you can store things, but you don't care about the names or how many you have. You just want to know if a certain thing is in the box or not. 3. Sliding windows. This is a way to look at a part of the string. The move that wheel along to look at the next part and so on until you've looked at the whole string. Here's our plan. Stay tuned. Let's consider an example where s equal and words equal s1 initialize hash map and result array. We start by initializing our hash map. Our hash map count with the words and their frequencies and our result array result. In our example, count would be okay. Then we slide a windows through the string s. The size of the window is the total length of all the words. In our example, each word in words is of length 3. So, the size of the window is 6 because size of words is 2 and size of each word in words is of length 3. So 3 multiplied 2 equal 6. So the size of window is 6. We start from the 0 index of s. Inside this window, we create a temporary hash map called t. And add the word and their frequency for the first windows in our example, which contain the substring barfo. T would be if t is equal to count, it means we've found a valid substring and we add the string index of our window to result. In our example, since t is equal to count, we add the index 0 to result. We continue this process until we slide our windows through the entry string. In our example, the next window would contain the substring ARFOOT, and we would update T accordingly. We would compare T with count, and if they're not equal, we would not add anything to result. Finally, after we've slide our window through the entire string, result will contain all the starting indices of the valid substring. In our example, result would be how our algorithm works. In the next step, we'll start coding the solution on the LeetCode website. I will explain each line of code as we write it, so you can understand exactly what's happening. Stay tuned. Alright, now that we've understand our approach, let's start coding the solution on the LeetCode website. I will explain each line of code as we write it. First, we'll initialize our variables. First, steps. Steps is the length of a word. Words array, first item, length. Next variable, target word, is the number of words. And word length is the total length of all the words. For this, we must multiple steps at target. Then we'll also create an empty array result to store our final result, and a hash map count to store each word in words as a key and its frequency as a value. So now I create hash map. For this, use words for each element must be count Here I create a hash map for all elements on words array. We'll start sliding a windows through the string s. The size of the windows is words length. For this, I use a for, and my for define a index called k and equal I. Okay, now here create a set called t. Inside this windows, we'll create a temporary hash map t and add the word and their frequencies. For create temporary hash map, I use a while and my for. I iterate from current I to word length plus I. For create a hash map for check words frequency. So define a substr from s by substring on JavaScript from k until k plus steps. For set frequencies, I use a if t.get substr if this substr exists. If this substr exists on map, so t.set for set a key value, key substr, and value t dot get sub str plus 1. If substr existing on map, we must plus value for frequency. Else t dot set key sub str and set 1 for 1 frequency. Okay, after this ca plus equal step. That's it. If t is equal to count, it means we found a valid substring and we'll add the starting index of our window to result. Okay, for compare, I use a Boolean variable called permission. At the first, permission variable is true. That means my item is valid for add a starting index to result. Okay, in this step I use for iterate on my map for let key value of t iterates on my map if not count key or count key not equal value. Okay, permission is false. Okay, after that, if permission not change, so result dot push first index. That's it. Finally, we return our result. Return result, and now run this solution very well. Accept all test case. Now we must submit. Yes, submit my solution. And that's it. We've successfully coded our solution for the substring with concatenation of all words problem using JavaScript. That's it for today's video. I hope you found this solution helpful and learned some things new about hashmap, sets, and the sliding window technique in JavaScript. If you have any question, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coding challenges. Happy coding!